My name is Wen Xin. I'm 27 years old. No job. No man. On Valentine's Day, I stood alone in the snow, like a punctuation mark forgotten by the whole world. I never imagined that a reunion 12 years later would happen like this. That night, I came out of a bar after finishing an event, my head full of that person from high school. Zhao Qian, that gentle, jade-like boy whose smile made your heart feel at ease. I had secretly loved him for 12 whole years. From 15 to 27. From innocence to weariness. The snow fell harder and harder. I didn't look at the traffic light. A blaring horn exploded in my ears. The screech of tires against the road nearly pierced my eardrums. By the time I registered what was happening, a black Lamborghini had stopped to my left, less than 20 centimeters away. The window rolled down. For a moment, I thought I was dreaming, but the expression on that face immediately pulled me back to reality. Hey there, Dumbo auntie. If you're looking to die because some guy dumped you, kindly go somewhere else. Don't dirty my car. Zhao Yu, Zhao Qian's cousin. My deskmate from high school who bullied me for 3 years with his sharp tongue. 9 years had passed, and his venomous tongue had only grown sharper. He shoved me into the backseat and looked at me through the rearview mirror, a smirk on his face that made me want to claw it off. Dumbo auntie, it's not raining today, is it? Why do you look so lost? Don't tell me you actually got dumped by some guy. 27 and all alone, truly pitiful and tragic. I took a deep breath and told myself not to lower myself to his level. No need for your concern, CEO Zhao. Oh, how rare. CEO Zhao isn't with a date tonight? What about your Vivi, Yo-Yo, Coco? He chuckled lightly. What, are you jealous, Auntie Wen? Jealous? Me? Jealous of him? I was just looking at his face, which had a third of Zhao Qian's resemblance, and feeling a little lost. Zhao Qian, what did he look like now? Was he still so gentle, so rational, so easy to want to get close to yet so hard to dare? He parked the car in front of a French restaurant, didn't even ask my opinion, and pulled me inside. A table full of gourmet food. A bottle of 1982 red wine. In front of me, a single glass of plain water. He speared a piece of steak with his fork and waved it under my nose. Want some, Dumbo auntie? But I doubt even all the money in your wallet would be enough to pay for a single dish. Then he cut a small piece, put it on an empty plate, and slid it in front of me. I forgot. You gave me 10 yuan. Consider the extra an old classmate discount. With that, he turned his head to the side, his shoulders shaking non-stop. I rolled my eyes, snatched the plate of steak he hadn't touched yet, and dug in. Pork is only 7 yuan a caddy these days. This slice of beef isn't even a caddy. Do you really take me for an idiot? The moment he froze, I felt a flicker of satisfaction. But it didn't last long. His phone rang. It was Luo Ke, demanding to know why he hadn't spent Valentine's Day with her. I clearly heard the voice on the other end, whiny and discontent. Zhao Yu gave vague answers, saying he'd be there by midnight. Within 10 minutes, he'd taken 5 calls. Every single one from a woman. CEO Zhao is certainly a busy man. Why do I detect a sour note in your voice? Could it be jealousy? How pitiful. Could it be that you've never had anyone by your side these 27 years? For the sake of our 3 years as desk mates, this young master will sacrifice himself and reluctantly keep you company for half an hour. But kissing is out of the question. I'm afraid you've never kissed anyone before and might bite my tongue. He stood up, one hand on the table, the other on the chair back, bent down, and brought his face close to mine. But what if you taste me, can't forget it, and end up falling for me? You know I'm very picky. I kicked him hard. Don't worry. Even if there was only one man left in the world, I still wouldn't fall for you. I'd rather become a lesbian. That night, I received the first red rose of my life. He shoved it into my hand. Vibrant and dazzling, shivering in the cold wind. I knew it wasn't love. Not affection. Not even pity. It was just mockery. But I still spent 30 yuan on a glass vase and kept it by my bedside. Flowers always wilt eventually. A week later, only a withered branch remained. But I let it stay there, ugly as it was. I thought I wouldn't see anyone with the surname Zhao again. I thought our worlds were like two parallel lines that would never intersect again. But then Luo Ke suddenly announced she wanted to organize a class reunion. 9 years after graduation. Fei Ying, my best friend, who sat behind me in high school, handed me the invitation. My heart skipped a beat. I don't know what's gotten into Luo Ke, suddenly wanting to organize a class reunion. That little vixen has been clinging to Zhao Yu for years, and the other day she grabbed my hand and asked me to custom make her wedding dress. Wedding. I think she's got a wedding in her head, all right. Fei Ying still said exactly what she thought. What about you? Weren't you doing an event at a bar that day? Did you see any good-looking men? Maybe have a one-night stand. I nearly spat out my orange juice. Girl, why can't you wake up? In my book, if you like a man, you just pounce. To hell with reserve. Come on, stay at my place tonight. I'll dress you up so pretty that all those guys will drool the second they see you. Best case scenario, you'll steal Zhao Qian's soul away and drag him to a hotel for the deed. Fei Ying was even more excited than I was. On the day of the reunion, Fei Ying dressed me up so much that even I barely recognized myself. A white dress, a slightly low neckline, slightly winged eyeliner, earth-toned eyeshadow. She called it elegance laced with seduction. When I walked into Luo Ke's restaurant on Fei Ying's arm, a lot of people looked our way, including Zhao Qian. There was amazement in his eyes. In that moment, I felt that 12 years had been worth it. Kid, stunned, are you? What do you think of my Shinshin? Yeah, stunned. When Shin, long time no see. After all these years, you haven't changed a bit. He smiled at me. Still so gentle. Still so reassuring. I gave him a shy smile, my cheeks burning. The affection I'd buried in my heart for 12 years surged up like a tide, impossible to hold back. But the next second, Luo Ke rushed over and hugged me. Wen Shin. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. I caught the tenderness in Zhao Qian's eyes as he looked at Luo Ke. Suddenly, I felt a little stifled. 12 years. He still loved her. And I still love him. Fei Ying made me drink 2 glasses of wine. She knew my limits. 1 glass made me groggy, 2 made me lose all sense of direction, and 3 would definitely knock me out. She shoved me into Zhao Qian's arms. Take care of Shinshin for me. Then she left. But Zhao Qian got a call, something urgent at the company. He shoved me into Zhao Yu's arms instead. Give Wen Shin a ride home. And hey, don't bully her anymore. I think she looks really beautiful today. Zhao Yu called my name a few times, but I didn't respond. Finally, he muttered a curse and scooped me up in his arms. I wasn't taken home. I was taken to his apartment. When I woke up the next morning, I found myself in an unfamiliar bed. Under the covers, all my clothes were still on. The room was decorated in white and grey, probably a man's bedroom. I jumped out of bed and stepped on something. I looked down. 2 Durex condoms. Oh my God. That damned Fei Ying. Hey, Dumbo, what are you squatting on the floor for? Zhao Yu walked in from the doorway, rubbing his sore neck. Why is it you? This is my house. What did you expect? Zhao Qian. Unfortunately, he dumped you on me. Thank me for not leaving you in the middle of the road. I hurled a pillow at him. Something even more embarrassing happened. He found my underwear in the bed covers. White. Hey, Dumbo, better check if you're missing anything else so I can compensate you all at once. Ha ha. Go to hell. To avoid starting my day on a sour note, I decided to leave barefoot. Luck wasn't entirely against me. I ran into Zhao Qian as I stepped out. Seeing my bare feet, he probably guessed it had something to do with Zhao Yu. You're going back like that. What else can I do? Maybe I can buy you a pair of slippers at the convenience store. Then I told him I had no money. He laughed. Come on, Dumbo. I'll take you. When Fei Ying found out that I'd had a chance to be alone with Zhao Qian, she was over the moon. She took it upon herself to submit my resume to the Zhao Corporation, to have me work under Zhao Qian. Think about it. You and Zhao Qian, together day and night, exchanging longing glances, growing fond of each other over time. If you don't go, you're doing yourself a disservice. I admit, I was tempted. But what I didn't expect was to run into Zhao Yu on my first day of work. Hey, Dumbo, what are you doing here? Working, obviously. Doesn't the CEO have eyes? What? Who allowed you to join Zhao Corporation? He grabbed my hand and dragged me into the elevator. Along the way, countless pairs of eyes stared at our class pans. Zhao Yu took me to the 30th floor, the CEO's office. He said he needed to test my abilities, which really meant fetching him tea and water and typing up documents. We worked late that day. My stomach growled with hunger, so I had to make do with coffee. He finally emerged from his office and unplugged my computer without a word. Are you crazy? I hadn't even saved my file, and you just shut it off. He ignored me, grabbed my hand, and pulled me along. At the restaurant, he ordered a table full of dishes. Hey, don't say I mistreat my employees. Eat up. These aren't dishes you'd normally get to try. Faced with a table full of delicious food, I had no appetite at all. What? Are you afraid I'll make you pay? Do you even have the money to pay? I pulled a card out of my bag, put it on the table, and left the restaurant. He rushed out and grabbed my arm. Where are you going? Home. Aren't you afraid I'll fire you? Sorry, you've already been fired by me. Goodbye, CEO Zhao. After that day, I thought everything was over. But 2 months later, on a rainy day, I ran into him again. I was splashed with mud from head to toe by a speeding car. The driver had the audacity to roll down the window and look at me with glee. That damned Lamborghini. That damned Zhao Yu. Ha ha, Dumbo. What the hell is your brain made of? How do you manage to get dumber and dumber? I decided to ignore him, but he held an umbrella and stood in my way. I moved right, he blocked right. I moved left, he blocked left. Then, finding 2 umbrellas too cumbersome, he threw his away, ducked under mine, and snatched it from my hand. You'll catch a cold going back like this. Why not come to my place and take a hot shower first? No need. Just give me the laundry money. No can do. That would weigh on my conscience. He dragged me toward his car. At his place, he tossed me a shirt. Then took a blue gift box out of the closet, the same 1p3 underwear from last time. I thought you might need this. Ha ha. Careful you don't strain something. I snatched the box and slammed the bathroom door shut. When I came out of the shower, I was wearing his shirt, every button done up tight. His shirt was huge on me, kind of like a dress. My hair was still wet, strands clinging to my face. The steam had flushed my cheeks a little pink. He took one look at me and downed a big gulp of ice water. What are you buttoning up so tightly for? You don't really think I'm going to sneak a peek, do you? I made a face at him and unbuttoned the top button. After all, by his standards, I held 0 attraction for him. Not enough chest. Not enough leg. Later, we started arguing again. He called me an old virgin who's never even kissed anyone. I got so mad that I grabbed him by the collar and pressed my lips to his. I just wanted to shut his annoying mouth, but I never expected him to kiss me back. A lingering, tangled French kiss. My brain exploded. This was a fight. Yes, a fight. When the enemy advances, you retreat. When the enemy retreats, you advance. I used my tongue to fight him. When it was over, I pushed him away and looked down at him with disdain. So this is your so-called skill? Pretty lousy. Then I slammed the door and left. After that day, I couldn't sleep. Not because of the kiss, but because a thought suddenly surfaced in my mind. I really should have a proper relationship. Zhao Qian's birthday was just a few months away. I thought that maybe, on that day, I could put an end to my 12-year secret crush, regardless of the outcome. Fei Ying was over the moon when she found out and helped me make a birthday gift. A silver brooch inlaid with crystals, shaped like a soaring dragon in the clouds. If you looked closely, you could see the character Qian. I poured 12 years of feelings into that brooch. I thought that when he accepted it, I would return those feelings to him. And from then on, each would go their own way. The birthday banquet was held at the Zhao family villa. Exquisite pastries, a live orchestra, a hall full of socialites and wealthy ladies. I felt like I had wandered into another world. Like Cinderella under a spell, destined to turn back into a pumpkin at midnight. I stood outside in the wind, trying to calm myself down. But Zhao Yu showed up again. I heard you're going to confess to Zhao Qian. So what? I suggest you not humiliate yourself. What did he mean, humiliate myself? Because I wasn't good enough for him? Because I was a commoner? I've never deluded myself into thinking I'd set foot in your Zhao family's door. So what if I'm a commoner? Does it bother you? Then kindly stay far away from me. Hey, you ungrateful Dumbo. What about it? I'm unreasonable. He saw the gift bag in my hand and snatched it away. Stop it. What are you doing? He started opening it. Zhao Yu, give it back. I jumped up, trying to grab it back, but I wasn't tall enough. No matter how high I jumped, I couldn't reach. What's this squiggly thing? A snake. And what's this made of? A few hundred yuan's worth of junk, and you dare to offer it as a gift. Give it back. I jumped up and pulled on his arm. In the struggle, he flung his hand hard. I lost my grip. The brooch flew through the air and disappeared into the night. I stood there, frozen, staring at the hand that had been holding the brooch. My eyes grew misty. That brooch had taken 2 weeks to make. It held 12 years of emotion. I didn't expect Zhao Qian to accept my feelings, but I had hoped he would at least accept the brooch, so I could lift my head and make peace with the past. But now, Zhao Yu, you are the most insufferable man I have ever met. I limped in the direction the brooch had flown. I searched for a long time. I couldn't find it. Finally, I crouched on the grass and cried. Zhao Qian came running. Wen Xin, are you okay? I shook my head, wiped the tears from my face, and forced a smile. Happy birthday. I'm sorry, I lost your gift. It's fine. The fact that you came is enough. He took out a handkerchief and handed it to me. I didn't take it. I took a deep breath. Actually, the reason I came today is that I wanted to tell you, I like you. I've liked you since high school. He froze. I looked at Zhao Yu, then at Luo Kei. I already knew the answer. It's okay. I already know the answer. I stood up and limped toward the exit. Let me take you home. I stopped and shook my head. Just let me keep a little dignity, okay? I don't know how I made it to that bar. Enchantment. The place where I often did events. Xiao Ari, the bartender, placed a glass of heartbreak in front of me. The taste was sour with a hint of sweet, sweet yet slightly bitter. Just like my feelings for Zhao Qian all these years. I downed it in one gulp. I thought I had been knocked out. But no. I ordered 2 more. 3 drinks down, and my head started to fog. I called Fei Ying and told her I wasn't drunk. She cursed me out and said she was coming to get me. But the person who showed up wasn't Fei Ying. It was Zhao Yu. I was too drunk to recognize anyone. I mistook him for Fei Ying. I climbed onto his back, my head resting on his shoulder. Wow, lady, you're so strong. Your shoulders are so broad and thick, so comfortable to lean on. Are you really a woman? No wonder everyone calls you a man. He didn't say anything, just hitched me up higher. Later, I recognized him. Why is it you? Bastard. Bastard. Give me back my brooch, bastard. I kicked him with my feet. Afraid of hurting my left foot, he dodged. Hey there, Miss Heartbroken. Need some special service? This young master will suffer a bit and keep you company. Consider it an apology. Phut. You. Even a prostitute is cleaner than you. That's different. At least I don't charge. Get lost. He didn't get lost. He half knelt on the sofa and looked at me with a serious expression. Hey, Dumbo, I'm not inferior to Zhao Qian in terms of qualifications. Have you never considered me? That joke isn't funny. What if I'm serious? He stared at me with an intense gaze. My cheeks grew warm. That's rich. You, Zhao Yu, being serious? If you were serious, why would you change girlfriends every week? What right do you have to mock me? It's pitiful that I've never had a boyfriend, but isn't it even more pitiful that you've never truly loved? I don't know why I said so much that night. Maybe it was the alcohol. Maybe it was the pent-up resentment. Can you really see clearly? He asked. Then he lowered his head. Our lips met. I don't want to remember what happened that night. Or rather, I don't dare to remember. When I woke up the next morning, I was lying in his bed. Under the covers, I was wearing nothing. And he was sleeping right next to me. Ah! I shrieked, grabbed a pillow, and threw it at him. Why are you here? Bastard! Why aren't you wearing any clothes? What did you do to me? He woke up with a start, looking half amused and half exasperated. What do you think? Didn't you see it? Phut! I clearly remember leaving with that lady. How did I end up at your place? I played dumb. He played along. You were the one who pounced on me last night, drunk out of your mind. Poor me, a perfectly good flower, ruined. Get lost. Don't let me see you again. I thought what happened that night could be written off as an accident, that it was over. But Zhao Yu didn't think so. He started showing up in every corner of my life. I went on a blind date. He crashed it. When Shin, you dare go on a blind date? Damn. You're interested in this kind of guy. He verbally eviscerated the IT guy across from me. Hey, Uncle whatever, you're way too old to be going on blind dates. There are plenty of divorced aunties near my place. You. Oh my, you stutter too. He threw 1,000 yuan on the table and dragged me away. My woman, how dare you even think about her? He moved into the apartment across from mine. He cooked for me every day after work. Different dishes every time. He said he wanted to spoil my palate so that eventually, I wouldn't be able to eat anyone else's cooking but his. He stopped going out and partying. Stopped messing around with all those Vivies, yo-yos, and Cocos. His world suddenly shrank down to just me. Dumbo, I don't think I've said this yet. I love you. When he said those words, there was light in his eyes. I admit, in that moment, my heart raced. But I wasn't ready. 12 years of secret love. You couldn't just let go of that overnight. I needed time. But time didn't wait for me. Luo Kei showed up. She found out about Zhao Yu and me. She went crazy. She came to my house with a knife. Bitch, don't you like Zhao Qian? Go after Zhao Qian. I gave you the opportunity, so why are you coming after my Zhao Yu? She stabbed at Zhao Yu. Blood splattered all over my face. I watched Zhao Yu collapse in a pool of blood, my mind going blank. His face was pale. His body temperature was dropping. Zhao Yu, hold on. The ambulance is coming. He looked at me, wanting to say something. I covered his mouth. Sure, don't say it now. Say it when you're better. He spent a month in the hospital. I didn't go see him. Not because I didn't want to. Because I didn't dare. Luo Kei's parents slapped me and said it was my fault. The Zhao family looked at me with nothing but blame. I didn't know what face I had to show up there. Fei Ying pulled me along and said we should get away for a while. So we left. We left for 3 years. 3 years later, I came back with a child. His name is Xiao Guai. 3 years old. He looks exactly like Zhao Yu. Fei Ying said I was an idiot. That I got pregnant and didn't even know it. I said it wasn't that I didn't know, it was that I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if Zhao Yu really loved me. I wasn't sure if I'd really let go of Zhao Qian. I wasn't sure if what was between us was just a mistake. But Xiao Guai grew up day by day. His features looked more and more like Zhao Yu's. Every time I saw his face, I thought of that sharp-tongued, childish man. I thought of the expression on his face when he said, "I love you." I thought of the desperation in his eyes when he took a knife for me. I thought of how he chased after me for 3 years, never giving up. The day Zhao Yu found me, Xiao Guai was holding onto my leg, calling me Mommy. Zhao Yu's face went white. You got married. Wen Xin, how dare you get married? He rushed out like a wounded beast. I chased after him. Zhao Yu, stop right there. He stopped. His eyes were red. Do you know that when I was in the hospital, I hoped every single day that you would come see me? From the day I woke up to the day I was discharged, you never showed up. I looked for you everywhere. For over 3 years. I finally found you, but you're married. Wen Xin, aren't you being too cruel? I'm not married. He froze. Xiao Guai is your son. He cried again. A man in his 30s, crying like a child in front of me. Why didn't you tell me? Why should I have? You, CEO Zhao, always had so many women around you. Who's to say you needed this one? Wen Xin. He ground his teeth as he looked at me. Then he pulled me into his arms. Starting today, don't even think about running away again. I ran for 3 years. Didn't you still catch up? He froze for a moment, then laughed. It was the most beautiful smile I had ever seen on his face. On the wedding day, Fei Ying also wore white. Across from her was Zhao Qian. We smiled at each other. Congratulations, Mrs. Zhao. Congratulations, Mrs. Zhao. As I lowered the veil, I turned and looked at Zhao Yu standing outside the door. There was light in his eyes. The same light as the day he said, "I love you." 12 years of secret love. 3 years of running away. I thought I would grow old alone. But in the end, it was the man who bullied me with his sharp tongue for 3 years and chased me for 3 more who gave me a home. Who says secret loves never have happy endings? It's just that the right person might not be the one you thought it was.